oh my gosh, this is powerful. In a work environment, you build trust with your coworkers. When you build trust, it increases innovation, it increases productivity, which impacts your bottom line. What if the next person that comes across your path today is the exact person you need to know tomorrow?
Networking often starts with a conversation. The number one thing leaders and managers can do, the number one thing to prevent disengagement, is to have regular conversations with your employees. Conversations about customers, goals, recognition, well-being, but conversations.
When I think about building relationships, I think about it in these three main elements. It's building social capital, it's being mindful of the people that come across your path, and it's paying attention to every single human interaction that you have. I met Joel about 10 minutes away from my home. The first thing Joel said to me was, one of my ancestors died at the Battle of Franklin fighting for the Confederate Army. I was not expecting to hear that. He quickly followed that up with, he said, I learned that I can acknowledge my family's heritage and not carry that flag. And that spoke volumes to me. I learned from that experience that you cannot predict somebody's story unless you have an opportunity to talk to them. The other thing I learned was perhaps I should understand where somebody's coming from in order to be able to understand their perspective on a given topic. I would like, if one person would come to the mic and share with me, if you feel the same way that I do, how does that make you feel? You continue on down the road, and now you see somebody else with their blinker on. Are you gonna let them in, or are you gonna think, I'm just gonna keep going?
If they got their blinker on, I'll let them in.
Okay, you're really nice. And you know what?
Do y'all see what just happened there? We had a conversation over my value. And it happened to be a common value. So we could have talked, honestly, we could have talked for like an hour on this topic.
Kymberli's session was awesome because it was all about connecting with other people, which the more people I connect to, the more people I get energy from and I can give energy to.
What I found in meeting 100 people in 100 days, regardless of background, regardless of socioeconomic standing, we're all looking for the same things. We're looking for acceptance, approval, appreciation, and respect. And when you take the time to listen to someone else's story, you're providing all of those.
Leaders need to be continual networkers. You need to be continuing to meet people, learning about opportunities, and these are things that you can then bring back to your organization. Also on your team, how do you know what skills are missing if you don't know the people? So having these conversations. And if a skill is missing, who might you know in other parts of the organization that maybe you could bring over to the team, or maybe you need to hire from outside? In my challenge, what I found that people really appreciated was my time. I listened to people's stories, and they appreciated that. You all have been awesome. Thank you.